It must have been early today, so it was their first thing. She gives us the eggs, and they look different, don't they? The hen and the rooster. The rooster gets a bigger red thing on his head, that's called his comb. And the big red things under his chin are called wattles. The hen has both, but hers are smaller. And he's got a great big toenail back there called a spur that only the rooster gets. So they look different. The hen gives us the eggs. She's the one that sits on the eggs to keep them warm. You guys remember her body temperature? 101 degrees. Good job. And she's also the one that will take care of baby chicks after they hatch. But the rooster's job is to wake up the farmer, right? You want to see the rooster grow? Yeah. First, I'll tell you his name. His name is Ruffles. You want to see that, Ruffles? Yeah, he probably would like to eat Ruffles potato chips. But the reason we named him Ruffles is because he ruffles his feathers before he crows. We're going to put him up on this roost, and we'll watch him for a little bit, and we won't go Keep watching him. Usually they do it twice. We'll give him about 10 more seconds. If he doesn't do it, we'll move on to something else. Keep an eye on him. We don't want anyone to miss it.
Go to me.
Chickens give us eggs and meat. What kind of coat does a chicken wear? Feathers. The animals that give us eggs and meat, they have feathers, and those animals are called poultry animals. And the feathers are called, or the eggs and meat are called poultry products. And did
what is that there?
Today? So, remember I said that the poultry animals grow really fast? The Peking duck, these are these white ones, are the fastest growing animals on the farm. And they grow so fast that they have come out of the egg like this. When they're only 4 weeks old, their bodies are already this big. They still will have yellow feathers because they're babies still, but those yellow feathers will start to change into their adult white feathers at about 6 to 8 weeks of age. Also, during that time, the boy duck gets a curled feather on his tail. So you can see that curled feather that tells us this one here's an oi duck. And their voices change, so we can tell them apart. You can already hear Farmer O and stuff, but listen to what this one sounds like. Not very loud, is it? Very quiet. Hey, you want to shake the butter? We're going to let the ducks go to the pond because they're done for the day. Besides, it could be kind of loud in here. My favorite animal on the farm has feathers. You might have heard it talking over here, actually.
I guess they live on a farm, the only other farm animal.
This is Karen, if you want to say hi, Karen. And I'm not even joking. Every morning I come to the farm, I do chores. I take care of the poultry animals specifically. So I take care of Karen. I go over to where she's kept in a pen right now, and she's yelling at me. I'm like, what? She wants me to clean the water in her swimming pool. So I'll dump out the old water, rinse it up real good, put fresh water, and she'll go right in where she's as happy as can be. So she keeps herself pretty clean. Right now, because of the rain we got the other day, it's muddy out there. She's got an inch, so she got the dirt on her back there. She can't get rid of it. But Karen is a Sebastopol goose, which is the kind of goose that has the long, curly feathers. And there are places around the world where friends might give you a pair of white Sebastopol geese as a wedding present. Can you imagine opening that box? Geese can be a good wedding present because they're monogamous. They pick a mate, they stay with their whole lives. So it's kind of like they get married. They find another goose they like, and they'll stay right next to each other almost all the time. And if they do get separated, they just call back and forth, and then they run right next to each other again. In the spring, the mother goose has to hide. Geese are prey animals. Other animals will eat them if they can. So when she's sitting on her nest, it has to be someplace where predators aren't going to find it. Probably under a bush or hiding behind something. And then the father goose, who is a prey animal, does not have very good weapons. There's no teeth in their mouth, and a round nose, and worn out toenails. They will patrol and protect their families. If a predator comes, that prey animal will actually be aggressive enough to chase away the predator. Even if the predator's afraid of bees, but it's because they're so good at taking care of and protecting their families. So, anyways, if you ever get attacked by a goose, you at least know the reason why. What do we get from sheep on the farm? Whoa, that's right. I have
You're
sharp
enjoying this here.
No, no, let's go. That's
wool on
pretty
the
good.
mountain.
That's
I just
pretty
sheared
good.
the rest of the
Pretty
wool
good.
off the sheep just now. And here's a big piece that we got from our sheep. Oh, it doesn't want to touch it, so I
Yeah,
will.
we can't watch the buddies
Kind of
ourselves.
dirty. But this
Yeah,
thing
we
actually
both watch it ourselves.
What is that, Sharon?
we're going to shear all the coat off at one time. We'll have one giant piece that's all stuck together. You see how it's all like held together? If you can magnify the wool fibers, you would see there are little hooks and bars on it. It's kind of like Velcro, so the pieces are going to stick together because of that. We have some that's been washed. Thank you, sir. And because of those hooks and barbs I was talking about, grass and straw gets stuck in it. To get the grass and straw to fall out, what we do is we pull it apart over and over again. This is called teasing the wool. When we tease the wool, the grass and straw just fall out on the ground. And now I just have to get rid of all the knots and snarls. Anyone in here get knots and snarls? So what I gotta do? Gotta have to brush it. Just like with your hair, you go the same direction over and over again. Eventually the knots and snarls disappear, all the wool fibers start to go in a straight line. We call this carding the wool. Those brushes are called carders. We have a special big carder up there, you can see a bunch of them on a wheel. That's a carder that cards a bunch at one time. But now that the wool fibers are running in a straight line, I can take this wool and spin it between my fingers. And when I spin it, I start to make a piece of string. What do we call that piece of string that's made with wool? Yarn. And with yarn, we can knit and crochet. If I want to make socks, I want to be able to make my yarn a lot faster, so I can use a tool like this, which is called a drum spinner. And it helps me spin my yarn faster. You spin the spinner around, and twist the wool fibers together for you. When I get a really long piece of yarn, gotta let it spin. When it gets so long I can't do it anymore because I'm out of space, I'll stop and wind up what I made. You gotta give it a good spin. Just give it apart. Alright. When I get a long piece, I'll wind up and collect it on the spinner. And you can see I've been collecting it already.
Yeah, what is that?
And this spinner's filled all the way up.
Yeah, what is that?
I can make
Wool.
one sock.
From what animal?
If I were going to make my own socks, I would probably sit down with it and just do it for a long period of time, maybe during the commercials of my favorite TV show or something. All right. You think you got butter in that jar? You don't think so? I think you have money. Oh, yeah. I'm going to surprise you because you didn't think it's in there, but it's in there. You ready? When you make butter, we started by pouring cream in there. Cream actually sticks to the glass. It's a lot thicker. So you wouldn't be able to see through the glass. The milk that's in there now, it just peels off the glass so you can see through it now. That milk's called buttermilk. And we can use buttermilk for buttermilk biscuits. We're going to pour it out just so you can see it. That's the buttermilk. If you do it at home, save your buttermilk. Also, rinse your butter off because it tastes a little bit like buttermilk.
See the butter?
Just salt. And that way you have butter that you made yourself. Great job, you guys. Yeah. That's the only magic trick we do in this show. If you want to see some real good magic, some of you have already been there, but Baffling Bill the Magician does great magic for adults and kids alike. It's in the double-story barn, which is the barn right behind me. There's a white staircase on that end of the barn. That's how you get to the magic show. His last magic show was right after the show, so you want to head up there next if you haven't seen it. Favorite rides to leave from the other side of that small barn with a picture of a quilt on it, and you just get on a wagon, it'll take you out to the nature trail, pumpkin patch, doesn't cost anything. You can get off on one of those spots and just ride. Inside that barn, you can go out.
I'll do everything for you.
So
It's out to me.
that's inside the barn.
Give me my phone, Dale.
Only ride tickets are $3 and they're $100.
Where's my show?
Come in here.
What did you learn?
Magic farm.
Butter?
Wool. Give me your 18 years of dinner time.
You want to go ATC today? Why? Because the internet's not work what?
One line is similar to
I know. Should I still tape or no?
cut